right, everybody, welcome back to the Weekly Punt. This is week 17. This is my third time recording this because my fucking microphone wasn't on. This is what I get for trying to have higher quality. I try to actually have a microphone and then I don't know how it works. Welcome back, Weekly Punt, week 17. Let's do it. Welcome to the news. Jair Alexander suspended for 1 game for conduct detrimental to the team. What? Dude. All he did, he went out for the coin toss. There's only supposed to be 3 captains. Jair Alexander decided he wanted to be the 4th because apparently he's from Charlotte and the game was in Charlotte. He went out there, I don't understand. He went out there as the 4th captain. He wasn't supposed to be there. He decides to call the coin toss and he almost does it wrong to the point where the Packers would have had to kick off both the first and second half. I don't know what's going on. Russell Wilson expects to be cut by the Broncos in March. This kind of came out of nowhere. I was very surprised when this came out. Russell Wilson has been playing decent. He's been playing okay. Apparently in his contract, he has a clause where if he gets injured, the Broncos owe him an extra $40 million, which I get it. But the Broncos are still in playoff contention. You have 2 weeks left in the year to get back into the playoffs, and then you just... I don't understand. Going back to the Jair Alexander thing, I'm going to insert a clip of him talking post-game right now. It's hilarious. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Jair Alexander's a fucking idiot.
Because the team announces the 3 game captains, and you were the 4th, and you called the toss. What happened there?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's only suiting. I don't think Coach knew I was from Charlotte. So.
So you just did that on your own.
I mean, it was like the guys backed me up. So they knew I was from here.
Did you realize you almost made a big mistake on the call, though?
What'd I do?
Well, you said we want to go on defense.
Yeah.
Which in theory they could have said, then you're electing to kick off, which you would have lost the opportunity then to receive in the second half.
Yeah, no, I told them that I said I want our defense to be out there, and they all looked at me like I was crazy. I'm like, it's pretty simple what I said. Like, I want the defense to be out there. They like, you mean defer? I'm like, yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Did he say that to you?
Yeah, he did.
The mic was on.
Was?
Yeah, he heard you.
Oh, really? No, he was just like, defer? I was like, yeah. Everybody was like, yeah. Everybody was laughing. I'm like, what y'all laughing at? Like, it's pretty obvious what I'm asking for.
So did anyone say anything to you when you got back to the sideline?
Why would they?
We're back. We're back from that extended commercial break. The cat's here. Bop, bop, bop. The cat's here, so if you hear purring or if it gets interrupted, I'm sorry. She's will not leave me alone right now. Why? You see it in the middle of your screen. Why? Why would the Broncos... Why? Let's look at some stats. I'm a sports nerd. Let's look at some stats. This is what I do best. Russell Wilson on the left, Patrick Mahomes, the best quarterback in football. It's no debate. On the right. Completion percentage, just about the same. Patrick Mahomes has a 0.5% completion percentage. Who gives a shit? Yards, Patrick Mahomes has over 1,000 yards. That's just because of the Chiefs' scheme. They only throw the ball because they have Patrick Mahomes. Touchdowns and interceptions. They have the same amount of touchdowns. Patrick Mahomes has nearly double the amount of interceptions that Russell Wilson has. Russell Wilson also has a 98% passer rating, whereas Patrick Mahomes has a 91.7. Why? Why? Sean Payton is an old-ass man, and I could run a football team better than Sean Payton. I'm a tier 1 Russell Wilson hater, mind you. Don't get it twisted now. I'm a tier 1 Russell Wilson hater. But when you're in contention for the playoffs, why not make the playoffs? You're essentially throwing the season away just so you might not have to pay this man $40 million. Either there's something going on in the locker room, off the field issues, which is very possible with Russ, Mr. Unlimited looking ass, or Patrick Mahomes. Why am I talking about Patrick Mahomes? What is happening? Why? I don't understand. All All right, predictions time. Predictions! I'm not going to go over all of them. Let's just go over the big games and the primetime games. Primetime tonight, December 28th, 2023. You have the New York Football Jets versus the Cleveland Browns. Who the hell approved this game to be on primetime? This should have been flexed weeks ago. We're getting treated to watching 38-year-old Joe Flacco sling the ball versus Trevor Siemian. This game's going to be awful. I can't wait. On Saturday, actually, very surprising, we get a Saturday game. Detroit versus Dallas. What? It's going to be awesome. I don't think we have a Monday night game this week, which is very interesting. I guess it got flexed to Saturday night for scheduling reasons. I know why. Now that I'm talking about it, I know why, because New Year's Day, college football. Got it. Going with the Lions over the Cowboys. I like the Lions. I don't necessarily like how the Cowboys are playing, especially in that loss to Miami. Wasn't great. Let's see. I got Vegas over Indy just for the Bengals, just because that would really help our playoff chances. The cat's tugging at my sleeve of my onesie. Damn it. Ugh. All right. And then Miami versus Baltimore. Dolphins, Ravens. That's going to be the biggest game of the week. I have Baltimore. That Miami defense does not look great to me. It is not spectacular, especially against the run, which is what Baltimore does best and why they're good. Bengals versus Chiefs. That's a huge rivalry that's brewing, and I love that rivalry. If only Joe Burrow was still playing. Fuck. I'm not expecting us to go into Arrowhead and beat the Chiefs with Jake Browning at quarterback. If we do, though, relegate the Chiefs to the Canadian Football League. They should not be playing. I mean, if the Raiders can beat them with Aiden O'Connell, we can beat them with Jake Browning. And then Green Bay, Minnesota, that's always a good one. Sunday night, too. It's going to be an awesome one. I do expect Jordan Love to get it done. He's a decent little quarterback. He's a decent little quarterback there. But yeah, not going over all of them. If you pause if you want to look at them. I mean, I'm not like a professional analyst. I don't know why you care about my opinion. That is all. Sean Payton's an old-ass man. He's throwing Russell Wilson under the bus for his inability to lead a football team. That is all. My light's about to fall down. Oopsie daisy. Yeah, that is all for week 17. Stay tuned for next week in the recap episode. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice. Football is awesome. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day. Boop, boop, boop.